Hi everybody, it's the Ruthless Jobber here. Welcome back to the channel. This is episode 46 of A Broken Heart, and it is time for Fall Brawl. Sunday, 27th of September, 1998. We kick off with a couple of pre-show matches. We've got Hammer taking on Rob Van Dam. Didn't have room for RVD on the main show, so he gets a decent pre-show match, and he wins in 14 minutes 10 seconds by pinfall with the Van Daminator. 53 wrestling, 46 crowd, 64 overall. Not too bad for a pre-show match. RVD getting a 71. And then we've got Royalty taking on Glacier and Roddy Piper. Roddy Piper's well known. We've still got Steven Regal unimportant, so we give Regal the victory. He didn't get it over Roddy Piper. Yes, he did. I didn't choose who to beat, but the AI has chosen Roddy Piper, so hopefully Steven Regal can get some decent pop from that. A decent pre-show match. Royalty get the win against, as I said, Glacier and Roddy Piper in 13 minutes 42. Regal forced Piper to submit. I probably wouldn't have chosen that, but okay. Glacier was the weak link. Well, okay, that's kind of expected. Oh, Terry Taylor suffered chronic lower back pain. That is a shame. Hopefully he's not out for too long. Wrestling rating here was 59, 54 for the crowd, 62 overall. Opening hype video for the main show, the main broadcast on pay-per-view, just featuring the main guys really. Rating is 73. No storylines have gained heat, but they have all advanced. The Faces of Fear defend their tag team championships in the first match tonight against Lance Storm and Syxx. We had the Faces of Fear win in 9 minutes 55, the Barbarian pinned Lance Storm with a double big boot. A double big boot? Wouldn't that just be a drop kick? The Faces of Fear make defense number 5 of the WCW World Tag Team titles. Lance Storm was the weak link. I don't think he'll forever be a weak link. We are going to try and build him up to be something a little bit special. Maybe not major star, but get him into that solid mid-card position at least. The wrestling here got a 53, crowd 47. Overall 54, as with most of our tag team matches, didn't really get anything special from this one. We then got a promo from Raven on Booker T, and this was a pre-taped promo, so it's kind of like Raven's somewhere spooky, grungy, I don't know. I don't really know the Raven character that well, but maybe he's in some sort of courtyard or something, and there's the sounds of ravens behind him, and maybe there's a few fluttering around. He's just cutting a promo on Booker T. 58's a little bit disappointing. I'm not happy with that score, actually. The next match, though, is one of those throwaway matches. El Dandy against Rey Mysterio Jr. And you know what? 69's not too bad. A decent match. Rey Mysterio Jr. defeated El Dandy in 8 minutes 34 by pinfall with a Mysteriorana. I think I've pronounced that correctly. And this was a high spots match. So, maybe couldn't have expected anything wild here. 54 rating for the wrestling, 38 crowd, and 69 overall. I'm happy with that overall score, actually. 69 isn't too bad. The Dudleys then cut a pre-match promo on Conan and the Demon. 37's really poor. Let's get to the match. 64 overall, much better. The Dudley Boys defeated Conan and the Demon in 12 minutes 17. Bubba Ray Dudley pinned the Demon with a Dudley Death Drop. 55 for the wrestling, 49 crowd, 64 overall. I am building the Dudleys. I'm trying to build as many tag teams as I can, as you know. This storyline has ended. So, ends on 64, which, again, isn't too bad considering where all these guys are on the card. We've then got another taped angle, and it's Lex Luger with Kurt Hennig, obviously totally perfect. They're just with Royalty, really. I didn't quite think of a scenario for this. Maybe they're out and about, maybe they're relaxing, chilling somewhere, and it's just a promo from these guys. Self promo, really. I'm trying to get something for Steven Regal and put him in with Terry Taylor as a star, and put him in with two major stars as well. Hopefully he'll just get a little bit more pop as quickly as we can as soon as he's recognisable. I can start having him win a few more matches, as a singles competitor. We'll probably keep the tag team for a while, but at least then I'll be comfortable in saying, right, yes, he can now face unimportant people. And we won't get that penalty for, two jobbers on the card. And then Totally Perfect to have a match. This one wasn't advertised. This one wasn't on the card, but I realised I had a good sort of 16, 17 minutes left of wrestling time. So, yeah, shoved this in. We didn't use Totally Perfect, and yeah, not a bad matchup, really. They faced Chris Benoit and Dean Malenko in a superb match. Totally Perfect defeated Chris Benoit and Dean Malenko in 14 minutes 28. Lex Luger pinned Chris Benoit with a great solution. Kurt Hennig was head and shoulders above everyone else. Don't really expect anything different, to be honest. I mean, a 90, that's just superb, isn't it? 72 wrestling rating, 64 crowd, 70 overall. Looking good. Raven attacks Booker T before the bell goes. This match is about to get underway as Booker T is waiting there, waiting for his opponent, and Raven comes in and attacks him from behind. The storyline advanced. We get a 66. What happens in the match? What did you predict? Booker T defeated Raven. So a bout that had great heat and decent wrestling. In 11 minutes 45, Booker T got the win by pinfall with a Harlem hangover. This was our storytelling match, and it's defense number 5 of the US title for Booker T. I don't know if many of you were expecting Raven to take the US belt. I'm happy with Booker T keeping it for a little bit longer. Yeah, I don't want to take it off him yet. I've obviously got much bigger plans for him eventually, but now isn't quite right. I'm also not sure he would have allowed Raven to beat him because Raven's quite further down the card compared to Booker. I'm a little bit disappointed in the score, or maybe I shouldn't be. Yeah, I don't know. 58 for the wrestling, 65 crowd, 68 overall. Yeah, some half decent scores. The storyline gained heat in the match, but it also ended here as well. Gene Okerlund interviews Randy Savage. Just wanted to get Savage on the card. Let's have a talking angle with him, cutting some sort of promo or being interviewed, using his mic skills, get another decent angle rating. And it's a 75, just discussing the future of the company. What have you got planned, Savage? And Savage, just to carry on being the best we are, being the best in the industry. We've got some great talent. Still looking out for a couple more people. There's one or two people that might be coming in, in the next few days, next few weeks. So watch out for that one. Buff Bagwell takes on Norman Smiley. I'm pleased with a 71 rating on this. A decent match. Buff Bagwell defeated Norman Smiley in 13 minutes 10 by pinfall with a blockbuster. So 59 wrestling and 51 crowd doesn't sound good at all, but a 71 overall, yeah, gotta be pleased with that. And then we've got a taped video angle again. This is Sting versus the Latino World Order feud recap. Yeah, just showing a few sort of, a bit of a show reel of some of the matches that have already taken place and some of the, fighting segments we've had. Just, building hype for the match. Yeah, 53 is not great. I mean, we've got a couple of unimportant in here, but okay, fine. But let's go to the match and see what we get. A 75. Wow. So we had Latino World Order take on Sting, Rick Steiner, and Arn Anderson and Bobby Eaton in a bout that had good heat and decent wrestling. Sting, Rick Steiner, Arn Anderson and Bobby Eaton defeated Latino World Order in 9 minutes 30 when Sting submitted Psychosis 2 with a Scorpion Deathlock. The match was designed to be chaotic and full of action in order to get the crowd going. Was that Car Crash then or Mayhem? I can't remember what I put. But yeah, 8-man tag, 75 is very pleasing. 62 wrestling, 55 crowd. Yeah, to get 75 out of that is another really good one. Eddie Guerrero getting a 75, Sting had a 79. Yeah, I'm trying to remember these, so when I do the post-match talk, I know who to sort of praise. Let's see if I can remember by the end of it. Chris Jericho and Diamond Dallas Page, 2 separate promos ahead of their Falls Count Anywhere match. 72 rating. Yeah, pleased with that. Let's get to the match. 83. Yeah, anything above 80 I'm really pleased with. I mean, if we can... I don't know what my highest is at the moment. Oh, I think 89 was the highest rated. So if I can hit a 90 at some point, I'll be happy with that. I've just seen what Chris Jericho got here. 92. Wow. We're going to have much bigger plans for him in the next... His next storyline's got to be against... probably someone a little bit younger, probably someone who's a major star as well. In a bout that had fantastic heat and great wrestling, Chris Jericho defeated Diamond Dallas Page in a Falls Count Anywhere match in 16 minutes 9 seconds by submission with a lion tamer. And we had a creative finish on this one, and it was a success. Lack of psychology, yeah, okay, unfortunate. But tell you what, I can't complain at that. 83 is fantastic. This storyline has ended. It gained heat before it did, so yeah, absolutely brilliant. Sid Vicious and the Giant then cut promos ahead of their match. Nothing special about this one, and it's only a 57. Hopefully, the match can deliver a little bit more. 69. Okay. Maybe this is the, go for a piss match before the main event. I don't know. In a bout that had fantastic heat and decent wrestling, Sid Vicious defeated the Giant in 8 minutes 50 by pinfall, following interference from Bam Bam Bigelow. Bam Bam Bigelow is still trying to get involved in the Giant's business. Okay, so 61 wrestling rating, 74 crowd, happy with that. So yeah, 69 overall, not fantastic. I've got plans for Sid Vicious that will kick off after this show. An 80 rated segment here. It's promos. It's Gene Okerlund is with Hogan and Bam Bam Bigelow. I've been calling him Big Allo, and it's not. It's Big Allo. Whatever. Pre-match promos. Yeah, really good. Getting an 80 here. The storyline's gained heat, which will be fantastic going into the match. What are we going to get? 87. Ooh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm pleased. But I would really like pressing for, let's get a 90. But no. Definitely pleased with 87. In an exceptional match, Bret Hart and Goldberg defeated Bam Bam Bigelow and Hollywood Hogan in 18 minutes 27, when Bret Hart submitted Bam Bam Bigelow with a sharpshooter after a bad miscommunication between Bam Bam Bigelow and Hollywood Hogan. Bret Hart carried the match, so yeah, getting a 93. So Hennig and Bret, really. There was one other who got a really good score at the start. Kurt Hennig, Bret Hart. Was there another one? I think there was. I can't remember. I knew I'd forget. Okay, but no, really pleased with that. Wrestling rating 81, 85 for the crowd. I mean, this is all built into, you know where I'm going with this one. Yeah, no, pleased with that. 87 overall. There is a post-match segment, and it gets an 88, which I'm very pleased with. Maybe slightly surprised. Basically, Hollywood Hogan's sort of down on the floor, gutted that they lost the match. Bret Hart goes out of the ring and he grabs the WCW Championship belt, and obviously he's holding it. He doesn't hold it aloft or anything like that, but he's holding it, he's looking at it, he knows he wants it badly. But he hands it to Hogan. Hands the belt to Hogan, we'll do this the right way. I'm not stealing this from you. And then he just walks out of the ring, and that is how we close the show. Very happy with that. What are we going to get overall? 84. Yeah, pleased. I'm really trying to hit that higher end of 80s if I can, but I think we'll get there. I think we're really starting to build now, and I know kind of where I'm going with the next couple of storylines. Maybe not, maybe I don't know individuals, but I know like Jericho's got to be in a storyline with another major star. Has to be. So yeah, pleased with that. Increasing popularity in 24 regions. Let's finish the show. Address the locker room. So definitely Kurt Hennig. I mean, Kurt Hennig and Bret Hart. I can't remember who was the other one who got a really good score. I wish you could go back and sort of see how well people did. No, Lugar didn't do particularly great, did he? I think it was someone like, I keep wanting to say Eddie Guerrero, but you know what? It's Chris Jericho. Must have been Chris Jericho. So, okay, Kurt Hennig, you were awesome. Bret Hart, you were awesome. Chris Jericho, praised for a great performance. Kurt Hennig seemed pleased. Bret Hart was pleased. And Chris Jericho was very happy. Injury review, 63 days for Terry Taylor. That's 2 months. Okay, well, that gives us an opportunity then for Steven Regal to have some singles matches. Hopefully, this event's taking him into the recognisable category. Kind of fingers crossed on that one now. Financial report. We made just over 2 million on this show. Great stuff. Popularity recap. Oh, we're gaining in the US again. Yeah, gotta be happy with that. Gaining a lot of areas. Really, really good. Media scrum. I hate these. People are calling WCW Fall Brawl a success. What was your view of the show? I'm delighted that it went so well. We saw Glacier have an off night. Oh, come on. Everyone has nights off, yeah, and I don't use him very often. El Dandy is angry with life in WCW. Yeah, I know he is. His morale's not great. I'm not worried if I upset him. Yeah, do you know what? He needs to learn to be a team player. We saw Terry Taylor get injured. I'm just glad it wasn't worse. It sucks, but injuries are part of wrestling. No, he will. He will hopefully recover swiftly. What are your thoughts on Vince McMahon, the owner of WWF? Oh my God! It seems from the outside that he's doing. Yeah, I've got to say that, haven't I? Really, or do I put them down? Do I put them? Do I put them down? But I don't think much of it. Yeah, go on. Your response annoyed Vince McMahon. Yes, we are at war. By all accounts, Paul Orndorff is angry. Rumours he may be considering leaving. I think he's a road agent, and I don't really want to lose my road agents. I might have to do something about that. I mean, he's not part of my plans, is he? Well, I mean, as a long-term road agent, yes. But if I put that, does that mean he's going to expect ring time? Yeah, okay. The response was appreciated by Paul Orndorff. Okay, I'm happy with that. Due to his poor relationship with Paul Orndorff. Oh, for goodness sake. Okay, media scrum over. Thank goodness for that. Okay, we'll have a quick look backstage then. Oh, look, WWF. Stone Cold Steve Austin becomes WWF Heavyweight Champion for the first time last night. Really? Was that the first time, 98? I don't know what it was in real life. It probably was around about then, actually. Okay, let's have a look at our emails. Diamond Dallas Page says Buff Bagwell's clumsy. Yeah, Terry Taylor's injured. We know that. The pay-per-view buy rates and the viewing figures. Okay, fine. I still don't want to show you the roster yet because there is a surprise on there. Is it out the way tonight? I'm not sure if tonight's Nitro will. Yeah, I don't know. We've basically got a new signing, but I'm not sort of prepared yet to tell you who it was or to. Yeah, I mean it's not a massive earth shattering surprise, but I still think it'd be a bit of a surprise. That's probably all I want to go through. Then I need to have a quick look at our storylines because now that we've only got 4 now. We only need 3 above hot, so we are still achieving it. But yeah, I definitely want at least 2 more storylines, if not 3. So this one's extremely hot. That's extremely hot now, which is good. Power struggle extremely hot, and the streak extremely hot. I will be shaking the streak up. I'll be adding a couple of people, maybe taking Bigelow and the Giant out. Not sure yet. Power struggle. That's going to stay the same. Yeah, I mean that's likely to end soon. Okay, I think that's going to be it then. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm very pleased with that show. The next pay per view is Halloween Havoc, which I've always loved the name and idea of Halloween Havoc. You know, make it a bit spooky, make it a bit. I don't know what I'm going to do there yet. Might have a couple of gimmick matches to kind of fit the whole Halloween theme. We'll see. But I hope you've enjoyed this one. Please stay with me on this journey because I've got some exciting things coming up, I think. And I'll see you all again soon. Take care. Goodbye.